For those who don't know me, my name is Dion, and I'm just so passionate about photography. It's all about chasing that perfect light, capturing a moment in time to cherish and share forever. And welcome back to my channel and another Lightroom Classic tutorial, and today we're going to be focusing on using the basic masking tools as well as slightly advanced intersecting masks and selecting luminance ranges. This image was captured on a recent photographic trip in the Kalahari Desert in South Africa. Just come back in June 25 in the winter, and I was fortunate enough to spend some quality time with the meerkats of the Kalahari. Really cute and interesting creatures, and such a joy to photograph them. If you enjoy meerkats, stick around to the end of the video, which I'm going to share some of my edited images of the meerkats in the Kalahari. So just a reminder, masks select certain parts of the image, so we target specific parts of the image to edit, whereas global adjustments make adjustments and edits to the entire image. So the masking tool, using mask, you select this round circle over here, and it pops up with these options. There's some shortcuts here. The first one we're going to do is select the subject, and AI has done a good job in red, so we can edit these red parts. It's left out a bit of the tail of the meerkat, so what you're going to do is add, and we're going to select the objects and with the brush and just paint that in, and it's going to select that part of the tail, which is pretty good. Now that I've selected the subject, the meerkat's pretty dark with the bright sunlight at the back, so what we're going to do is increase or reduce the shadows to the white side and increase the overall exposure of the subject. And then what I like to do as well, just increase a little bit of saturation, a little bit of warmth, as there was some beautiful winter afternoon glow, golden glow. And then obviously want to increase the overall clarity of the meerkat, as well as add a little bit of texture. Pretty happy with that. So let's see, it's after, before, and after. Before and after. Right, the next basic masking tool we like to illustrate or show is you just introduce another mask. You select create new mask, and let's say we want to select the background, and there again AI has detected it in red. In this instance, once again, it's chosen the tail. So in this time around, we can actually subtract using either the brush or the object tool, and just paint over the tail, and it's going to subtract that part of the mask. Now we can see this all in red. We want to edit that, and what I'd like to do is increase the temperature to enhance that beautiful afternoon winter glow, as well as a little bit of saturation, and possibly just reduce the highlights ever so slightly, like that. So once again, we can see here, that's after, before, before, and after. Subtle changes, but very powerful. Another basic masking tool is the radial gradient. So once again, create new mask, select radial gradient, and draw in a ellipse or circle. So in this instance, for the purpose of this example, we want to create a natural outer vignette of the image to have a focus on the meerkat. So just darken the outer parts of the image. It's another way of doing a vignette, but what you do here is you select the three dots and invert the mask. So in other words, we don't want to edit over the meerkat, we want to edit around the meerkat, and we select invert. Now we can edit the outer parts around that surrounds the subject, the meerkat. In this instance, we're going to just reduce a bit of the highlights and a bit of the exposure, like so. Another basic masking tool is a linear gradient. So we create new mask, select linear gradient, and in this, for the purpose of illustrating how the mask works, we just want to darken the foreground, and let's say we want it to go right up to the meerkats at an angle bit of where the sunlight's coming in this direction, but we don't want to edit it to affect the meerkat. We just want it to really affect the foreground or the background in this case. So what we want to do here, we're going to intersect the background. So we're going to click on the three dots and we say intersect mask with select background. And what it's going to do, it's subtracted the parts of the subject away from that selected area. There again, it's included the tail, so we want to subtract that, and we can use a select object tool and once again just paint over the tail, and it's going to subtract that part of the subject. Now we can do whatever we want in this highlighted specific targeted area, and here what I'd like to do is just possibly just reduce the highlights and reduce the overall exposure, just to create that bit of depth of field from the foreground going towards the subject. The next mask I'd like to illustrate is quite a powerful mask, and that is the luminance range. So once again, select new mask, create new mask, and go down to luminance range. Now what I want to do for the purpose of this example, I want to select the highlighted areas of this golden glow of the light, and I'd like to slightly try and enhance those. So what I want to do is select some of this bright glowing area with a picker, and it's selected what you can see in red. It's selected quite a lot. I'd like to just adjust that slightly, and what you can do that with the slider here now is reduce, refine it. So either there choose a lot more or get it right down to what you specifically want, and I'd say about there. And what I want to do with that selected area is increase the temperature, really to bring out that glow, bit of a tint to the redder side, and a bit of saturation. So let's look, that's after, before and after, before and after. Very subtle changes, but very targeted and specific to give those special touches to your image. And for the purpose of this video, it was just a basic introduction going into slightly advanced, with intersecting masks. And I hope you enjoyed that. Stick around for some of the meerkat images at the end, and I'll see you soon in another video.